Welcome back to Grief Inspired. My name's Catherine McNulty. And one of the things I try to do here at Grief Inspired is really give you very practical tips, tools, and strategies to get you into action to help you move forward as you grieve. What I don't want for anybody is to stay stuck in grief, because that's no place to be. One of the things I was talking about this week with one of my clients was she wasn't really sure how to respond when everybody said, "How are you? How are you?" Because you're going to get that, and I'm sure you're already getting it 10 or 15 times a day, people asking you, "How are you?" For me, when I was going through my loss, when I lost my son, I had been 6 months pregnant, and everybody knew that I was pregnant. In terms of I was in sales, and so my entire client base knew that I was pregnant. I went on maternity leave once he was born, and then he passed away. So when I went back to work, people kept asking me, "Oh, how's the baby?" And I didn't know what to say, because I didn't want to tell them that he had passed on. And so it was a real struggle trying to figure out, what do you respond to that question with? If somebody said, "Well, how's the baby?" If you say, "Well, he didn't make it, he passed on," then the person that asked the question feels horrible. And then I found myself actually comforting the person who had asked the question. So I went through different ways of responding before I got sort of one that worked for me. And it was a challenge. And so even today, people may be asking you, "How are you doing?" And it may be a challenge in terms of what to say. The straight answer to say is, "I'm fine." But if you're grieving, you're not necessarily fine. Fine is a very non-emotional word, and it basically doesn't cover much. So my recommendation is to really speak how you are feeling in a short and concise way, right? So one day you may be, "Well, you know what, I'm angry right now. How are you?" "Well, I'm angry right now." You may be upset, and you may be depressed, right? So, "Well, I'm having a hard day today. Today's not a great day." But what I want to encourage you to do is to end your statement with something positive. So, for example, "I'm really angry today, but I'm working through it. I'm really depressed today, but I'm looking forward to feeling better soon. I'm feeling guilty today, but I'm working through it. I'm feeling resentful, but I'm working through it." I believe that there's hope, and I think that if you say the statements to yourself that you believe that there is hope, that you're going to be okay, right? Maybe just say, "Well, I'm doing okay today, but I know I'm going to be better." Anything that's a little bit uplifting is going to help yourself every time that you say it. And because you get asked it so often, you're really giving yourself some positive feedback multiple times a day to remind yourself that there is hope, that you are going to feel better, and that you're working through it, that you're processing your grief. It doesn't happen overnight. It never happens in the timeline we want it to. But if you continue to work through it, you'll notice that you're processing your grief, and that you are moving forward. So there is joy again. I want that for you. I want you to know that you're not alone. I want you to know that you're going to be okay, that you're going to survive grief, and you're definitely going to get through this. So I hope this video was helpful. If you want to comment below, let me know what you think was helpful about it, what else you'd like to see. It's a good place to validate your emotions. So put out in the comment section what emotions you're feeling today. "Today I'm angry." Share some of the phrases to help other people who are also going to look. If you found one that's good, share it with other people and leave comments below. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you in the next video.